If you can hear my voice down here, just know I'll be gone for just a while. I'll be gone for just a while. I'll be gone for just a while. My word down here is done. I've gained my reward. For me to live in Christ Jesus is eternal gain. I've been gone for just a while. Hey, I'll be gone for just a while. Yeah, I've been gone for just a while. Just a while. My hope is that I'm right to gain the crown of life. Yes, I do. And join here one day. Welcome to another edition of Music Entertainment Industry Talk with your host, Don Padgett. Hey, got a wonderful program for you today. We ask you to share this broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, Christmas. I tell you, New Year's coming up, and I just enjoyed myself this whole entire weekend. I took some time off and took a little rest. Hope you did the same. All right, so without further ado, we have our national, international recording artist. We have Jeremy McDaniels in the house, and you just heard his new project, After a While. And I'm telling you, this project is going to go number one, and you want to make sure that you reserve your CD project before it comes out. I tell you, you need to reserve it. Hey, tell a friend, tell a neighbor that we're on, and without further ado, we're going to bring Mr. McDaniels on. How you doing, Mr. Jeremy McDaniels? How are you, sir?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I cannot complain.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. How was your holiday?
It was blessed, man. I had to work in a hospital, so you know how that goes. So it was blessed, man.
Man. You know, you sent me this new project After a While, and it's like, you know, I just put it into rotation, and I got calls after calls about this project, man. You know, this project is called After a While, and I just want to show you the cover here. Just a while, and I'm telling you, this project is going all over the world. You know, and it's going to be out soon, and you want the listeners to get a little snippet of it.
Right.
You sent it to us, and tell us about yourself. And man, you've been singing for quite some time, quite
yes,
a while.
Man.
You know, since you've been, you know, at a young age, and you know, tell us about yourself and about how you got started.
Man, I started singing at the age of 7, man. I started with a quartet group here in St. Louis, and you know, I was the youngest of the group, and you know, the lead singer, he went off to college and he turned it over to me. So I took it and ran with it, and you know, the group disbanded, and then I went, you know, my solo career started from the age of 7 probably to 12. You know, I was going different churches, banquets, funerals, you know, singing after my pastor got done preaching or before he preached.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2003, I joined another quartet group, and I got to open up for the Jackson Southerners, and I got to sing on stage with the Canton Spirituals and Shirley Caesar. So I've been blessed, man. Did my first solo project in 2010 that was dedicated to my late grandmother. And then in 2018, I did the single, which you just played, Just a While. So, you know what, man? God's been good to me. You know, I can't complain, and I just try to, you know, share the ministry.
Yep. And, you know, you have a unique style,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in your music. And we get a sense of country, we get a sense of a little taste of gospel rock,
Yeah.
and uh, and then you turn around and come back with a drive with a quartet flavor. Man,
Well, it's funny you say the country thing because I actually have a country single that I
yeah,
did in 2019 called Fear.
yep.
So yeah, I kind of dove into that lane as well.
Uh-huh. I mean, your style. Tell us about your music. And your music style. Would you consider yourself as contemporary artist, traditional, or quartet, or
M-
all of it mixed up
m-
into one?
Man, you know what? I started in the quartet era, so I
Uh-huh.
guess you can call me a quartet baby. Uh,
Uh,
I grew up watching Bobby Jones every Sunday morning. Willie
yeah.
Neal and the Cantons. So I grew up on that, and over time I gradually went to contemporary CCM and country. So I just
Uh-huh.
combined that into a big pot.
Wow. Yeah, man, that is so awesome. And you sang with a quartet group, well-known quartet group that released their project. And tell us a little bit about the quartet group that you sang with for some
Oh,
years
they
at the
were
age
called
of
the King.
17.
They were called the Kings of Joy. They were
Mm,
located out of St. Louis, and
mm-hmm.
I started singing with them when I was a freshman in high school, and we did our first project in 2003. And we traveled, St. Louis, Illinois, Tennessee, Arkansas, Chicago. So we were pretty well known, man.
Wow. And do you think that you got your experiences from traveling and singing in quartet? That's where you got your start from.
Yeah, yeah. I, started singing on stage and got used to it, and I had that kind of Lee Williams type of stand, stand there and sing and
Uh huh.
rock back and forth. You
Okay.
know how that goes. So yeah.
Yeah, man. And how has it been for you? Because I know, soon as I put it into rotation, the songs, and we have your other song, um, and I believe it's Fearful, and we're going Fear.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is play that also. And we've been playing that for a while, but for some reason, this particular project right here, I'm
Hmm.
telling you, this it touched, because it's a special time,
Right.
where so many have, lost their loved ones, and
Exactly.
the holiday time, and I've gotten calls, and Christmas Eve where folks have lost their loved ones. It's
Right.
like wow, and the song is so fitting. So tell us what encouraged you and inspired you to write this project.
Man, I wrote that in 2018 with a co-writer of mine, DeAndre Duncan, and
Mm-hmm.
God gave it to me. Folks were dying, and I had just lost my grandmother years past in 2010, and no one really had a song that was fitting for the people that they left behind. And so I just got to, humming in my head and, coming up with the lyrics. And I got with my producer and I said, hey, man, I got something I think that can work. And, we went over it and we went over how we going to put it down and the style. And it just came together, man, and gelled together. So I just, gave family members, friends, loved ones, just a reassurance that we'll see everybody again, but just for now they're gone for just a while, and
Uh-huh.
just to hang on to the memories and the the smiles and everything that they left behind. But soon and very soon we'll all meet again. You know.
Yeah. Wow. I'm telling you, it's such a wonderful project, such a wonderful project
Yeah,
that you have. And I'm telling you, it's going to go far. And I hope you're ready.
man.
Hope.
It's funny you say that because I got a lot of comments on my page. People
Uh-huh.
have been inspired and thank you and it helped. And
Yeah.
I oftentimes tell people, man, it's not me. It's God doing it through me. I don't take recognition or
Right.
take any glory for anything. And I try to instill that with everybody. I thank you for liking a song, but it's God doing. It's I
Mm-hmm.
don't take any credit for it. I'm just a I'm just a mailman.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how has it been, through everything that we've been going through,
Hmm.
through this pandemic? How has it been for you as an artist? A lot of times, artists, they get into a depressed stage,
Right.
they're not on the road as much, or as they normally should be. How have the pandemic helped you, or has it not helped you?
It helped me, man. I work a lot, and doing work and other things. I still find time to write, and I still come up with things to write and to say. And social media, as has taken a toll, and especially for artists now. And that's a number one go to tool for artists. So I've been I've been okay as an artist. I haven't gotten that depressed mode. As
Yeah.
not doing anything or traveling, because the Bible speaks about He'll supply our needs. And I think if we learn to lean into that, we'll be okay.
You've came out of quartet
Hmm.
music, and you've into traditional, into contemporary. You know, as an artist, you're gonna have others that are gonna be like, yeah, he's one of us quartet, and who is he, and with your style, you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, how, you know, can you give us that style that you have? Is there a particular style that you?
You know
Because I
what,
just
man?
wanna.
You know what, man? I try to mix everything. I listen to everybody from
Yeah.
quartet, contemporary, CCM, country, even blues.
Right.
So I try to mix I try not to stay in the box,
Mm-hmm.
um, because I feel like a lot of people now we put God in a box, and oh, well, he's just gospel. No, he can put his word through anything to get it across. And I try to dab in other genres and still keep the word
Mm-hmm.
fresh, and still keep his word going across the country. So I really don't have a style, but quartet is that, you still find a way to get back to that good old quartet driving, and
That's right.
I still listen to it now. So I try to put everything together and let it gel, man. And people seem to gravitate to it. So I feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hey, in 2021, you created a song called "Daddy's Girl," a
Yeah,
single that came out 2021, and I saw a few videos that was out,
yeah.
and that people was like, "Wow, this song is awesome." It's called "Daddy's Girl." Tell us about that project that you came up with.
Well, I wrote that for my daughter, man. She was getting older, and I wanted her to have a song that reminds her of her dad, and not just me, but dads all over the world. And
Mm-hmm.
it seemed to be working. Even mothers, they love it. So I just wrote for all the dads out there, dad girls. At that some point you're gonna give your daughter away, and that the words that I say in there, it can penetrate to the dad's hearts. Like, I don't care how far she goes or who she marries, but she's always going to be dad's little girl. So, yeah, it's been a blessing, man.
Wow, that is awesome. Hey, and let's talk about the 20. And you did another project. Let's get country.
Yeah,
I mean, you went down to the country fields,
yeah, man.
and
I
and
dabbed in the country era. I wanted to try something new, and it started with fear.
uh,
I kept putting it off, but the melodies and the words kept coming. I kept putting it off. I was like, man, I'm not doing
yeah,
country. And I finally, went to the studio and talked to my producer. I said, man, I want to try something. He said, well, send me some samples. So we did, and we came up with that. And I did, two country singles. And but my heart is always where it started with the church. So
right.
you never want to. God always has a way of getting your attention, man. And I tried the country thing, and like I said, He always has a way of steering you back to him. And Just a While seemed to be hitting a lot of people,
Yeah.
even around this time and even, during the year. So he has a way of, knocking at your door. And
Hmm.
I said, well, let me get back to doing what I know I do best, is serving him. So, you
Right.
know, yeah.
Awesome. Hey, now, who inspired you in the country music field for you to,
hmm
record a country song?
Well, I started listening to, people like Rascal Flatts, Tim McGraw, the
Yeah.
legends, and then, some of the new guys that are in country now. And I said, well, man, let me try it and see. I didn't know that I had a niche. Tried it. I figured, if it work, it worked. If it don't, I tried it. So everybody's like, well, you got that sound and you got it. So I just roll with it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, awesome, awesome project again. You know, um, you know, talking about the likes of Charlie Pride and
Yeah.
and so many other Johnny Cash, of course.
hmm
Um, that particular style, man, and that country feel,
Right.
to and that vibe, and and it's different, and that's what makes you unique. That you bring something different to the table. You
Right.
know, um, tell me something. If you wanted to collaborate with an artist,
hmm
who would it be
Oh
for
man,
collaboration?
you know what? I have so many, but I would say Carrie Underwood, and the reason why, because she started in gospel. She started in the church, and she actually did a gospel album. I believe it was 2 years ago, no,
Okay.
last year I believe. And she's a well-known country singer,
Yeah.
Grammy awards and all that. So I think if it's God's willing, I would love to collaborate with her, man, and see what happens.
Now, and tell me, to do that collaboration.
hmm
Now, who are some of the artists that you have like performed with in during your time in the gospel?
Well, like I said, I got a chance to go on stage with the Canton Spirituals, Shirley Caesar. I got a chance to open up for the Jackson Southerners twice, sing
Mm-hmm.
on stage with the Texas Boys. So I've been blessed, man. I really have been blessed. Like I said, I would like to go on stage with more artists, but God has blessed me so far, and I'm grateful, man,
Yeah.
because He could have handed the mantle to anybody, and I
Right.
tell people all the time, don't take your gift for granted. Sometimes artists, we get the big head, and gotta bring us down. So we always have to remember that it's all about Him, and He gets the glory.
Yeah. And so what I want to do now is I want to play a little bit of this song, "Fear,"
Uh huh.
and just play a little snippet of it so
Okay.
that the fans out there. Hey, I want to thank all the listeners for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have a question for our artist, Mr. Jeremy McDaniels, make sure you type it in the chat, and we're monitoring the calls and the make sure we're monitoring the questions in the chat. And we're gonna play this project. It's called Fear. And I just want to let you all know you need to go out and get these projects or reserve these projects. These are brand new projects, and you want to get your projects ahead of time and pre-order. All right, here is Fear.
What I was born to do, fear said in my head, I said, man, you can't do. I was afraid to step out on faith. I had to do what the Lord said for me to do. I had to kick fear, kick it out of my head. I had to put it down aside. I knew what I was born to do. I knew what God created me to be. Mama always told me keep the Lord first. She said with him, son, you can never go wrong. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Jeremiah 29:11 states, I have plans to prosper you but not to harm you, but not to harm you. I had to kick fear, kick it out of my head. I had to put down aside. I knew what I was born to do. I knew what God.
Ooh, I tell you. Yes, I love these projects, and I'm telling you, you get a country vibe, a little rock, a little quartet mixed up into one.
Yeah.
And thank you, Stephen Lewis, that's out there back channeling us. Thank you so much, and all the other quartet artists that are watching on tonight. Thank you so much. Great inspiration for Mr. Jeremy McDaniels. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the comments in the chat. Thank you so much. What's next for Jeremy McDaniels?
Well, I'm working on a new single probably next month, man, and probably I think I'm gonna work on another quartet drive. I'm not sure yet, so we got some
Yeah.
couple of things in the works, man.
Yeah. Yep. Now, creating your content and your music, do you think that to do a mix of different types of genres
Hmm.
is something that's feasible for artists? Because a lot of artists. But one of the things I want to say is that, like quartet, for instance, quartet, they say we're stuck in a box.
Hmm.
And do you think that you're adding too much spice, too much flavor
You know
into
what?
the mix?
No, I don't think I am, man. I've heard that quartet is stuck in a box, but now some of these new guys are doing it. Like Stephen Lewis of Joe Johnson and Echo Airs, and Sean Brown and the boys, and D Morton, and a lot of these guys, man, are
Yeah.
changing the game, man. I don't think that.
Look at Pastor Rogers, Tim
Yeah,
Rogers.
Tim Rogers, definitely, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, him. A lot of these guys, man, are adding some new flavor. They're still
Hmm.
keeping the same tradition, but I don't think I'm adding too much. I think I'm adding just enough ingredients to make this recipe go. I'm like I said, I'm a quartet head. Doc McKenzie is my number one favorite guy,
All
so
right.
he adds a lot of blues and
Yeah.
bluegrass and country and rock and roll. So I think quartet is coming along good. Some of the new guys are taking it up a notch. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because you know what? A lot of times, people get stuck in like a certain area or a
Hmm.
certain field of gospel. Now we've got the quartet gospel, we've got traditional contemporary, we've got now we've got the country gospel,
Yeah.
and we've also gotten southern gospel. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So, and that's another market right there,
Oh
because
yeah.
they would love to have this project in the southern gospel
Yeah.
industry. And I'm telling you, because there's so much you could do with this project, and I just love it, that you've been able to bridge the gap
Yeah.
and taking it to the next level. And that's
Right.
one of the things that quartet artists, as we arrive, and I'm a quartet man myself. And I listen to all the quartet, of course,
Yes, sir,
and
Doc.
I push for our quartet nation. This is one example right here of Jeremy McDaniels to taking it to that next level. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And to reach that peak height, to get to the mainstream, and
Right.
and that's what we're pushing for our quartet artists to go to that next level. And with you adding a different touch and a different flavor,
What?
makes it real. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and like I said, man, especially like with guys like Joe Johnson and Echo Airs, which Stephen Lewis is their guitar player. They've
Yeah.
taken quartet to a whole new level, man. He's an awesome lead singer, and you get a lot of varieties with those guys. Your blues, of course they're from Memphis, so you get the blues and all that R&B. So they're taking it, them Sean Brown and the boys, they're taking it up a notch, man. And I'm excited, man.
And and one group that I love, and I was like, wow, True Believers there. And one of the leads, he does the southern blue, southern
Yeah,
soul music.
Yes, sir. Mr. Cat
yeah, and
Cole. Yes, sir.
he adds a little, touch and a little flair, that Southern soul, into his music. And I'm telling you, it's awesome. It's awesome. Hey, man, you know, uh, how has like the internet helped you, and helped your brand?
It has helped a lot, like I said, with the different social medias now. TikTok is, taking over, and so I try to post, as much as I can. So it has helped, man. Like I said, Just a Wow has been, I didn't think it was gonna do, too much, but
Mm-hmm.
God has a way of reaching who it needs to reach. So the internet has helped, and I'm grateful.
And yeah, the song is After a While, and there it is. There he is, just a while. Jeremy McDaniels, Just a While, and you can reach out to him on social media, Jeremy McDaniels, and also you're on Facebook and also Instagram,
Right.
and tell us if someone wanted to pre-order this project after a while, how would they go and pre-order the project?
Oh, well, like I said, you can reach me on those platforms, or Jeremy McDaniels 663 at gmail.com.
Mhm. Wow, awesome. Hey, I think it'd be fitting for us to not just leave and not play another song, and give everybody a little flavor, different vibes and different songs. So let's go country. Let's get country. I want to play a little bit of that song. Let's get country, right here with Mr. Jeremy McDaniels. And we want you all to support him, and don't forget to go out to social media, and pre-order your project Just a While, by Jeremy McDaniels, and you can go out to social media, a Facebook page, and Jeremy McDaniels. And you can also inbox him to pre-order the project. All right, and I'm telling you, these projects are going so fast, and you want to make sure that you are in the number, and support what he's doing in the music industry. I'm telling you, he's doing a great job, and let's keep up the good work. And definitely, we're gonna go a little bit of country here.
I got a little bit of shine left over from a party last Saturday night. It should be enough to get us going. A few sips, we'll be feeling alright. About 5 by the lake tonight, my go-to spot to drink. I bring my ride wheel and my guitar. Sounds like a party, tell me what you think. Everybody, let's get country. Get away from the city lights. Now everybody, let's get country. Let that southern swing and hit you just right. Call your pals, let them know where we're going.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think with this type of vibe, man. I'm gonna send it over to our other radio network,
Okay.
CT Jams, which plays the other genres of music. Yeah, and so definitely, it's a definite crossover, and
Yeah.
just love it. And all your material can go crossover, and so that's one of the things that I love about your music, to be able to say, okay, when when I sit down with different genres every single week, they always looking for new artists,
Right.
and to showcase and all the different radio stations, and so I can bring your name up, your information, and send it out to all the radio stations. Yeah, so that you can get your airplay. Yeah, and also we've had other radio stations reach out to me already. They heard it via internet, and they reached out to me already. And you should have the information in your box to reach out to them for interviews.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you double check that. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and take care now. God bless.
You too, man. Thank you.
All right. All right. Y'all just heard it right here on the Vnetwork Radio. Mr. Jeremy McDaniels. I'm telling you, wonderful projects that he have, and don't forget to follow him on social media. Jeremy McDaniels, just a wow. You've got to get that project, just a wow. It's going all over the country, and we want you all to support Jeremy. Make sure you inbox him and let him know that, hey, you heard it right here on the Vnetwork Radio. Hey, thank you, Ron Porter. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stephen Lewis, thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, got a great program for you. Hey, don't forget to stay tuned. We've got some more artists coming up in the gospel music industry. And don't forget, tonight we'll rebroadcast a special from our segment for earlier part of this month. And so make sure you tune in for that also. All right. Thank you all. Peace. God bless you all. And have a safe holiday and a Merry Christmas. Christmas is almost gone, but every day is Christmas. But Happy New Year. All right. Take care.